Yeah, hi everyone. For those who don't know me, a couple of people know me. So I'm global chair for social media designing at IGC and an advisory chair. And in my role, I'm very much passionate about, not only in IGC, but yes, overall, I'm passionate about helping businesses making the most of, digital tools and social media to grow and succeed. I'm really excited to host this session as we are really very lucky to have Des, who will be talking on AI. He's an expert in AI and business transformation. He's going to share some fantastic insights about top AI tools that can help businesses, that can help transform your business and give you tips how to build your confidence to use them in your business. If even if you are small business owner or just someone looking or improve your current processes, today's session will give you some insights and give you some takeaways to stay ahead. Yeah. So let's get started and dive into how AI can make a big difference in your business. Over to you, Des.
Thank you very much, Kamalita. Thank you, Kamalpreet. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody's okay and they can see the slides. Okay, can everybody see the slides? It should say the top 10 AI free tools to supercharge your services and your business. Let me just click on the OK for the recording. I just want to make sure everybody can see the slides, because one of the most annoying things you can do is start a presentation and nobody can see and hear, and that's happened to me quite a few times. So everybody can hear and see me. Just put a yes in there. Hi Celia, and all the others. Hi Sharon. A lot of people have been trying to get hold of me over the last 2 weeks or so. I've just had my big event last week, so I'm going to be coming back to you very soon. So let's crack on, right? Because I've got a lot of stuff I want to be going over with everybody as well. And if you stay to the end, I want to show you something really amazing at the end that I shared at an expo yesterday. So those of you that know me, I'm Des O'Connor, and over the last 10 years or so, I've been more or less focusing on women empowerment, putting women on stage to help them to fulfill their dream by speaking, and also generate leads, have a professional show reel, and helping them in their brand over there as well. And now this year I've moved into the AI area to help businesses, corporates and entrepreneurs and solopreneurs on how they can just, utilize it to the best of their ability. There's lots of noise out there, there's lots of positivity, and there's lots of negativity as well out there, and a lot of people are scared, which I totally understand. So I just want to reassure everybody in this presentation as well. So that's what I do at the moment. I help companies. You can see all the tools I'm going to be sharing today. I use those tools, as well as my own teams created their own programs and tools as well. But also, I can just look at a client's website and ask a few questions and just know what the gap is in there with their business as well. So that's for me. I'm just going to crack on now. So AI, is it a friend or foe? Now, as we know, it's become one of the most polarizing topics of our time. Its rapid development has sparked a range of emotions, fear, excitement, anxiety, and optimism as well. There's a lot of scared people out there, as we know. So I'm just going to try and reassure a lot of people about AI and how it continues to evolve. There are three distinct perspectives have emerged. There's three sets of people. And I've noticed this for quite a while. And when I talk about this, when I'm out and about, it usually hits home with these people. Now, those of you that are on this presentation today, you fall into one of these categories. What's your viewpoint on AI? Are you the skeptic? Are you the observer? Or number three, are you the enthusiast? So let's have a look at what they mean. So the skeptic, this is the person that's absolutely petrified. And this is the person that feels that the world is on the brink of an AI takeover. It's this negativity, and this stems from fear. people, there's some, you must probably know people that are feeling this way. They're feeling that it represents a dangerous, uncontrollable force that could easily spiral out of human control. And I suppose in that defense, a lot of the images, the features, and the description of AI shows robots. So of course, people are going to be scared, are going to reference that to RoboCop and films that we used to see years ago, like Terminator 2001, A Space Odyssey, where there was RoboCops and robots taking over the world. So I want to reassure everybody that is not going to be happening. If it is going to be happening, it will not be happening in our lifetime as well. So this skeptic is convinced that AI could lead to a world where the machines are going to dominate. I've said that. And it will lead to widespread job losses, redefining, entire professions, making them obsolete. So which areas are going to be covered that people are feeling that? Yes, I believe AI is going to be affecting every industry, from truck drivers to customer service representatives to doctors and lawyers. There's things out there now, even with the doctors, that AI has saved people's lives and helped people to live a better, healthier life than your own doctor, which is quite interesting. And lawyers as well. Lawyers, there's been some good things about it for lawyers, but there's also been some bad things with lawyers where there's big lawsuits that are taking place, and lawyers are very skeptical about using AI for some of their work because of polarization and things like that. That's going to be happening where, remember, anything you do on AI, it's not 100% accurate. So it's your responsibility to double check that anything that you're going to be doing as well. So you can see from the lawyer's point of view, they're going to be quite skeptical about using that. So, but it can save time for professionals and, make better results from what you was looking for at the same time as well. So the skeptic's view is safe from the AI takeover. You haven't got to worry about that at this moment in time. The second person is the observer. This is the person just cautiously waiting to see what happens. And they're sort of sitting on the fence, and they're most probably looking at the potential benefits, but also anxious about its risks. I won't read all of this, but you get the gist of what the observer is going to be. And they want to tread carefully. And, they're thinking, oh, well, it's just going to come and it's going to go, and we can all go back to our life normally. 2025 is coming very soon, and I honestly believe there's going to be so many opportunities that are going to be coming and going. I saw, I think it's WEF, where there was conducted a survey, and they predicted that 87 million jobs will be lost by the end of 2025. However, they also said that 97 million jobs will be created from that. And I always say this to people, that I've been doing a lot of talks about this, and I always say to people, one of the main things that people are concerned about is their job, which I understand. And there's going to be people out there that are going to be using AI to help people in your situation. So what can you do about that? That you could create an opportunity out of that for yourself. How do you do that? And I always say to people, type in your industry, whatever industry that you're in, and go to YouTube and type in AI experts, AI marketing tips. And you'd be surprised to see somebody in your field, in your arena, that is covering that area as well. And you could possibly be an expert in that particular area. You could be an expert helping people like yourself who's a bit anxious, doesn't really understand it, and needs that help. And you just need to just learn it. And I keep saying to people, what are you going to do? Are you going to just sit there and just wait and see what happens and let people take over your jobs? Or are you going to do something about that? I think I saw something recently from the Netflix owner where he said those that are using AI will be replacing the jobs of the people that are not using AI. And I think that's quite clear over a period of time. That's what's going to happen. And then there's the enthusiast. embracing the future with open arms, people like myself, people out there that sees it as the greatest invention of our time. And it just represents boundless possibilities. I am learning things every single day, new things that are mind-blowing. And the third set of person that's out there of believing, I believe this, I know what it can do, I'm learning it, it's exciting, and I'm just going to jump on this bandwagon and learn it and move forward. And that's what I encourage all of you to do who's on this call today. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over 10 tips now and take some notes. Some of it you may already know about, some of it that you may not know about. Now, if you're out there and you want to know how to design a logo and you haven't got a clue where to start, before you'd have to go to get a freelancer from one of the freelancer websites and say, oh, can you design my logo? Now there are logo design makers that you can do logos designs in 45 seconds. So these are the top logo tools that you can use. I gave this presentation at my AI consultancy launch event the other day, but I think one of the main ones is Looker, the first one. You go in there and you just type in what you want, and I've got time at the end. I may just do some live demos with it, but I've got a lot of stuff I want to go over. But you can go in there and it will just design your logo in seconds, and it's for free, absolutely free as well. So that's tip number one if you're looking to design a logo. So tool number two is if you want to design a website. So now you have the opportunity now to design free websites in seconds. One of those platforms is a site called Durable, and you just go in there again and you just go in there and type in what you want done, and it will create websites for you. I've focused on Durable because it seems to be the best one out there with all the research that I've been doing, but there are others which I will be sharing. Now, it's an AI-powered platform for small business management, and the key features are website creation, CRM. If you're not aware what CRM is, basically it's customer relationship management, and it just helps managing your email system. So when you got a lot of emails and you want them stored somewhere and you want to send out emails to people, that can do that for you as well, invoicing and marketing tools as well. And it's designed for entrepreneurs to save time and focus on growth, and also business owners as well. And what I would say is that if you currently have a website at the moment anyway, I would use this and type in what your website does and see what comes up. It might even be better. You don't know, but that's a tool that you can use to do that. And it gets your business online in 30 seconds, which is, again, we couldn't do this before. You could never do this before. You'd have to hire a freelancer, and they charge you lots of money to get that done. With this, you can just go in there and simplify, automate, and grow your business with that as well. So that is Durable. Okay, it's absolutely free. But here are 10 alternatives as well. And whenever I'm providing presentations to people, I always like to give them alternatives, because as we know, there's ChatGPT, which a lot of people think that is AI, which it isn't. But in the same sense, I always like to provide people with alternatives, because some people don't like to use AI, ChatGPT. There's another one called Claude, there's Gemini, and there's also Perplexity as well, which are alternatives that people can use, and not just ChatGPT. So it's just a matter of you testing it. I always say to people, I may like Durable, somebody may want to use Weebly instead. But the only way you're going to know is if you're going to be testing this yourself. So here, as you can see, you can take a screenshot, and or if you would like a copy of these slides, please let Kamalpreet know, and I'll get them over to you as well, because there's lots of information there as well.
Hi, Des.
So,
I have a question. Yeah, I have a question before we go further.
Sure.
Yeah, so I was just wondering, like, if businesses, like, you can see that you already mentioned that some businesses are skeptical about using AI. Some are observers, some are enthusiasts. So just wondering if businesses are not open for this change, like they're not using an AI. they don't learn, they don't embrace the change, what challenges, what potential challenges they may face over a period of time, or maybe I think now also today everything is being used, like whatever we are using at home or schools or offices, wherever we go, we are using AI in one form or the other form, right? So even if the
Yeah.
businesses are not embracing this change, what challenges, what potential challenges they can face?
That's a good point. I'll use an example. I had a client that their website was really poor with SEO, which stands for search engine optimization. And we used some software that we could go and provide their website with an audit. And what we did was we looked at their website, and there was so many things that it was poor on their website. And we used a tool to go in there, and uh, it gave us what it gave us what we needed to do to improve their SEO to get them high up on the rankings. Now, their competitor um, obviously wasn't you working with us, and we could tell from their competitor, because now there's tools that you can use to look at your competitors' websites and what keywords they're using to get them high up on the rankings of Google. So what's happened then is we've gone in there and we've looked at our client, we've improved their website ranking because we know what their competitors are doing, and we've included
Mm-hmm.
YouTube videos with that as well, because most companies are not on YouTube and they're not aware that Google owns YouTube. Okay, so if they're not on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, it's going to damage their brand. So that scenario there, I just use that as a one because it was a real scenario. You have
Mm-hmm.
the website one who are working with us, and we're using AI to help their SEO improve so they can get more leads. And then the one that's not
Mm-hmm.
using it is going to stay where they are. So what does that mean? If you've got two competitors in the same area, let's say they're lawyers for argument's sake, you have two family lawyers in, I don't know, in the city area,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them's working with us, and we can see what the other competitors are doing, and we can improve their ranking by what our expertise. Then they are gonna, when people go on Google to search now, that
Mm-hmm.
competitor is going to come up first. So the answer to your question is very simply, that scenario is going to be happening all over the world on a daily basis. And
Mm-hmm.
all it takes is for someone, if you got a business and you're using AI, you're going to significantly wipe out your competitors, because some people are just stuck where they are. And the main reason that they're staying where they are is they're afraid. They're actually petrified of using AI because, one, they don't know whether it's going to damage them. They don't understand it. It's all about educating people. People can be educated. This is why I'm running this training for people, just to educate them and make them. Every time I give a presentation, somebody takes away something of value and goes and applies it to their business. So those people that are not using it, and
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be replaced, severely damaged by the ones that are using it. If that makes sense.
Yeah. 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 And also, I can
Okay.
see, thank you for your answer. I can see people are willing to get your slides if you can share once you are done. So it would be
Yeah,
really great.
sure. Yeah, everybody usually wants them. Yeah, no problem. I'll share that to everybody.
Thank you so much.
I'll send it to you, and you can send it. I don't know how you're going to send it on the chat because it might be too large. So if they would have to just if you ask them, they could just send their email, and then you can just collect it
They have
and just send it
already
to
shared the email IDs with me.
them.
In
Okay,
fact,
brilliant. All right,
chat window, they have already shared the email IDs in the chat window.
fantastic. Okay, brilliant. Okay, let me just crack on because I know we've got to wrap up soon. Another
Mm-hmm.
one is that presentation slides. And as we know, this is a presentation. If we're all in business, whether you're employed or not, you're going to have to give a presentation. If you're going to be speaking to somebody, they want to see what you can offer. And this is a top presentation free tool that I use called Gamma, GAMMA, and it's a very simple presentation making tool. It helps you create presentations, documents, and web pages with simple prompts, saving time on design. And it's also perfect for turning ideas into polished content in a snap. So that's gamma. So here's a sample of what you can do with that. Well, let's say this is a SWOT analysis infographic. This was done in a matter of seconds on gamma, as you can see. You tell it the color, you give it a few prompts, and within seconds you have slides there, and you can go back and edit it accordingly, and it's free. They have a free version. I think you get a certain amount of credits, and then after that, it's not even expensive thereafter as well. So that is gamma, GAMMA. Number 4, SEO, spy on your competitors. And I touched on this before, where now you can, so let's say you have 2 accountants in a particular area. You have 2 accountants in Manchester, and there is tools now that you can go in and, so let's say you have accountant number 1 who's at the top of Google, okay? And it's always that company's always at the top. And you have somebody that's, I don't know, on the bottom of the first page of Google, I don't know, they're 10th or 12th in the bottom. You have tools now that you can get the tools to legally spy on your competitors. And what that means is that you can go and use this tool, and it can go and look to see exactly how they are positioning themselves as the number 1 on Google on there as well. And what you can do is you go in there, and use this as an example. You've got a client that's on the top page of Google. Now, if they're not on YouTube, then that is gold to somebody else, because not many people are aware that Google owns YouTube. And I've been speaking to clients, etc., and they've been saying to me, "Oh, we're on TikTok. Oh, we're on Instagram." Okay, and I said, "Great, okay." So I then say to them, "So if someone is going to be searching your brand, where do they go? First of all, do they go to TikTok? Do they go to Instagram? Where do they go?" And they said YouTube. So do you have a YouTube channel? No, we don't. All right. So if you had a YouTube channel, do you think that would increase your SEO? Yes, it would. So that would be a significant tool idea that you can implement with one of your competitors if they're not on there. Now, the reason why a lot of people are not on YouTube is, one, fear. They're actually petrified of speaking in front of the camera, but they can speak in an audience, but they can't speak. They don't want to speak in front of a camera. Another reason is they don't know what they're going to say. They don't know how to market themselves on there. And also they're afraid that they're not going to look professional, and it's going to look not too good, and then it's going to damage their brand as well. However, you can now create video avatars of yourself speaking on your behalf, and you don't even have to be there. And not many companies are aware of that. So these SEO competitors, here's a list of them all here that you can use. SEMrush is a very good one. Seems to be quite popular. It provides keyword research and site audits as well. And I think anybody that's have any clients, or you have a website yourself, go to these sites, put in your website, and it will give you a detailed audit of how your website can improve and what you need to do to improve that. And also, you can type in your competitors' websites and see what they are using. So you're getting a report on your competitors' websites, and then you can improve yours significantly. So if someone's not using YouTube, then you use YouTube, sorry, and then you can use the top keywords that helps you get high up on the rankings of Google that way as well. And that is a really good way of spying on your competitors and seeing what they're doing, and then you improve yours as well. Now, this doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, but it's still a step in the right direction to help with that as well. So that's for SEO. Tool number 6, because time's going quick. Chatbot. So who has a chatbot at the moment? So what's a chatbot? Basically, the chatbot is the tool that you go to a website and you start to have a conversation by text on the interactions. There are some voice ones. There's not that many, but they're still going through testing for that. But I'm talking about mainly the voice one. where you can go along there and you can give the instructions to the chatbot on what you need to do to move forward, whether they want to take inquiries, bookings, and stuff like this. And this is really good for out of hours service providers, you know, like beauticians, lawyers, accountants, professionals like that, that maybe on at 10 o'clock on a Sunday evening, somebody wants to make an inquiry and then they're speaking to somebody and they don't have to wait until Monday morning to do that. And here are the top 10 chatbots there as well. Like I said, you'll get a copy of these slides afterwards as well. So these are the top ones that you can go and test out and look. I think out of all of them, I think Tidio, the number 3, seems to be the most popular one. It's about, I think it's about $29 a month or something like that as well. But like I said before, try out yourself and see what works with you there as well. Tool number 7, social media management. Now, many years ago, there was a platform called Hootsuite, which will enable you to basically share your social media your content simultaneously on several platforms. So, for example, if I wanted to share this presentation now live, I could use a platform called Hootsuite, and it will be shared on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, you name it, at the same time. And they had the monopoly many years ago for that. But what they've done is they've increased their prices significantly, and their prices are now more tailored for the bigger corporate companies as well. So what's the alternative for that? Well, at the moment, people are finding social media overwhelming unless you're an expert. Where do you start? Because there's been so many changes and updates. What you could do on social, especially Facebook, and LinkedIn's quite strict as well. What you could do today, you most probably couldn't do last year or the year before, or even 6 months ago. And, you know, we are not going to study what the rules are with social media because we haven't got the time. So everyone's finding it very, very overwhelming. So I provided you with 11 social media tools for simplifying content creation and management. Now, these tools empower you and content creators to streamline social media tasks from scheduling to analytics with ease and efficiency. So here are the top 11 that you can use again as well. Test them out. Hootsuite is there, and you can just test them all out. And that's the only way you're going to know what's best for you. For example, I may prefer Flick AI, but you may prefer Buffer. So I never tell everybody what they must use. I like to always provide alternatives because, you know, depending on your circumstances and what your needs are for your business, it may be different from mine, if that makes sense as well. So yeah, that's what you can use there as well. Those that you're on the call, is this good information so far? If it's not, please tell me. I'll stop. hope it's good information.
Yeah. Anybody, any questions? Please feel free to ask this. I mean, let's make it an interactive session so that everyone can get engaged and they can ask questions and get most out of the session, isn't it?
Well, Des, this is Avinash here. Can you hear me?
Hiya, Abby.
Hi, darling. How are you?
Abby.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really impressed, right? But it still scares me. Like I said, I think I was the only one that put her hand up quickly. And because I mean, I think it's all these science fiction films I've been watching. But I think it's amazing, especially when you did that thing, you know, with you typed something and it came out with that woman and man. It was like really human, you know.
Yeah.
And but you know, I've been trying to use this, you know, technology, trying to make up some post. But sometimes I seem to get that, you know, at the logo at the end of the post saying, would you like A1 to, or I1 or whatever, A1 to sort it out. I better get the name right first. But then sometimes it doesn't show up on my, you know, when I'm doing the post on my phone. I know you know, you suggest I do it on the laptop, but my laptop's, I don't know what's happened to it the last 2 days. So that's one thing. But I think you're right. I think people like me who are dinosaurs, if we don't acknowledge this is why I got people like Kamalpreet, who's sitting there with you. Hopefully she will help us, all right? And you, I know you always be there to support us. But
Of
I still
course.
find it difficult, I'll be honest with you. And it's not that, but it's like anything else. It took me over a year to learn how to do taxing, right? Till people got fed up doing my messages for me. And but I think it's amazing. I think maybe I need to, sit down with you one day or show it how easy it is. But that day when we were at your conference, at your business summit, when you launched it, it was amazing. And I like to say to those who are listening and those who will be listening on the media, that you showed it in, what was it, literally like less than 2 minutes, and it became, it looked so professional. But at the same time, one of the, I think, complaints about this is that it doesn't sound like a human voice, or it doesn't sound like something a human would say. But that was so, I mean, I was convinced, and I'm one of those life's typical cynics, like to look at, everything, research and break it to bits. So, I'm sure some other speakers might have more, and they'll probably be more, more kind of survey than I am. And but it's
what I
the
will do,
new world.
what I will say is, in all what you've asked me, you'd be pleased to know I'm going to help you. There's an opportunity to help you with that at the end.
Oh, that'd be great.
And I'm gonna what you said you loved, I'm gonna show it at the end. So it'll make your life a lot easier when I'm gonna share what I'm gonna be sharing with you. So yes, I think people like yourself, you need somebody to hold your hand and take you through it step by step, and that's what I'm here for. So don't worry about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
The same.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Okay.
So we have Pripal asking questions. She has raised her hand.
Hi, Des. Great presentation. I work in comms anyway, in communications. I'd be really keen if you have some time just for you to share some examples, perhaps quickly, of when you say you can generate a website in 30 seconds, or like using Gamma, a PowerPoint presentation, and it, you just give it a few prompts and it automatically generates that for you. I'd be very keen to see if you could just share a couple of examples if we have time at the end.
It all depends on the time, because I think I've got 10 minutes left. Is that correct?
8. Yeah. So I think we can arrange another session wherein you can give demo how to make the websites, or how to go ahead with creating things like that, like presentation.
Let me just because I've got some more. If I've only got 8 minutes, I've got some more tips, tools to share. I'm on only number 8, so I've got 3 more. So let me just share those, and then I can take all your questions at the end. Is that all right? Then I can complete that.
Great,
is that
thanks.
okay? Thank you. Yeah, because I don't want to run out of time, because apparently I've got 8 minutes left. So so business plan, right? So business plans like this. So if you have an idea, or you want to do something, and you don't know where to start, now you can go to these free AI tools for business plan creation. Now we all got an idea. You can go in there and say, I've got this idea. Or also you can put in there your current business and say, I want to improve my business plan, and it provides you with the tools on there that you can do that at the same time. That makes sense. So they're free AI tools for business creation as well. So there's that one. So I'm just going to make sure I'm mindful of the time, because I want to show something else at the end. It's really exciting. Voice chatbots as well. So basically, this is the voice number 9. Sorry, voice chatbot. This is the voice agent. So this is basically when you call somewhere and you're getting them speaking to you. Coming back for that, these are the top 10 that you can use as well. I'm going over it quite quickly because I'm mindful of the time. But then these are the ones that you can use to go out there. So they're the top live voice agents. Okay. Now, this is what, to conclude, I gave this presentation. This is what Avnash was really excited about. Now, what you can do is you can type in, let's say I wanted a discussion of 2 AI avatars to discuss anything I want with their opinion to make it really look live. This is what I showed at my presentation last week. So you've got an idea of what's possible, and it's absolutely amazing. So here we go. Hold on 1 second. It might be that I need to plug out my microphone. 1 second.
Yeah, exactly. Really interesting stuff. And the source material is all about this guy, okay, who seems to be making waves in the AI world. And we're going to focus on his presence at this event, the celebration of enterprise. Got it. So basically, you know, we want to figure out how AI can actually help business. Yeah, come through that. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So this source material we have uses this to unlock the power of AI. Catchy. Yeah, it is catchy, right? But what's it actually mean? I mean, how can AI like really make a difference for a business owner? Well, I think the key here is streamlining.
Not that clear.
And all the things in your business that take time. All the tedious tasks. Oh yeah, the repetitive stuff. So much of it. That's where AI comes in. Oh, analytics thing. Like, what kind of things are we talking about? Well, like scheduling your social media post, okay, managing your email inbox, so even you know, sifting through data to find trends.
Yes.
That would be amazing. Okay.
Yes.
You got the gist? Could you see that?
We couldn't hear it properly, to be honest, although the video was available. But yes, it wasn't audible.
Well, this will be on at the end of the slides. So you can get when I send this to you, it's on the final one there. So what that means basically is that let's say you have a business and you wanted to just say you wanted these two to be talking about your business in a professional way. That's what can be done for you now. Not many people are aware of this. You can go to a website like Heygen, Heygen, where you can just have one of them. But now we've combined that with these two. As you can see, they're having a conversation there as well, which is really powerful.
Yeah.
So to conclude, what I want to do is what I wanted to provide for everybody, because I know people got a lot of questions, like if you'd like to book a free consultation with me, I'm not saying anything, but if you'd like to book a free consultation with me, all you need to do is go to this website. You'll have access to my diary, filled in a questionnaire, and we can really deep dive into what you specifically need. It might be the logo, it might be the website, it might be the presentations, and then we'll have a one-on-one time to really go over what you specifically need, and I can answer all your questions as well. So all you need to do is go to this website, desoconnor.ai, chat with Des, and yeah, you can book that consultation with me there. That's everybody today, including you, Abnash. You need to get on that.
Thank you. Thanks. I know. I definitely need a lot. You have to be very patient.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I mean, we can get on that, and once I show you what can be done, then it will make your life so much easier. And I know what it's like, you know, when you want to learn something new and there's this fear and you don't freaking get it, but you just take it. It's like anything: riding a bike, driving a car, baby steps, and we'll just start.
That's like a good idea, actually. I think there's quite a few people. I think they're going to be joining a bit later, but I told them that it was like Abraham, I think you know him, and because he had another one, so it might have run. But I told him we can always do it another time, you know.
Yeah, sure.
You know, because obviously the more people get used to the idea, the better it is. And so
I think we have. Sorry to interrupt you, Abhi. We have Alka asking question in the chat.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Yeah. So she has asked that nowadays content needs to be labeled as done with AI. Does that undermine our effort?
Sorry, what was
That's
the
a question for Des, not me.
Yeah.
No,
Not
what was the
you,
question?
but definitely for Des.
I didn't understand the question. Sorry, what was that? Sorry.
Alka, are you there? Alka, are you still there?
Thank you for a wonderful presentation, and all those tips are definitely going to help everyone on here. Thanks,
Thank you,
Kamalpreet, for
Alka.
facilitating.
No
Des,
worries.
what I wanted to ask is, on the social media platforms, it always says, label your content as if when it's made with AI. So does that, people who aren't using my, well, I am for AI, it makes our life simple. But then using that, does that undermine our effort or in any way? Or do people think that, oh, she's used AI, so it might be very easy for her to make?
It swings around really. I would when you go in to make that post, sometimes it may pop up asking you about it, whether you can use it with this is an AI used tool or you can't. The only way what I would suggest with that, because I posted stuff on AI and it's worked, especially on LinkedIn, my events. I'll be honest, leading up to my events, I was posting lots of posts about my event and I tagged everybody and it was fine. I didn't feel that there was a hindrance there. I also used it to share this presentation, and I used it with AI there as well on Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram. And as far as I was concerned, it was fine. So I suppose it's one of those things that when you test it yourself, you'll be able to get the feel of it. And then let's say you post something and there's no one, ask your friends, and did you see that? And then you can get the feel of it sort of that way.
Thank you. Just one more follow-up question from that. Do we have to label, is it legal to label our content as if made, if we are making it from AI? Or is it optional? I mean, is it mandatory? Is it optional?
No, it's up to you. I mean, like I said, I posted it, and I know other experts and everyone's using. You can usually tell who's posted. You can usually tell the content of someone that shared it on AI. No one's not going to sue you. I haven't known anybody that's been sued for sharing it on. Like I said, I used it myself on LinkedIn, even this morning and yesterday, and a lot of more other people are using it because it's easier. And you usually can tell the way that it's drafted, the bullet points, the emojis and stuff. You can usually tell that it's AI generated as well. And I think most people are doing that now.
I think it is better.
That's brilliant. Thank you.
I think it is just about transparency that we have used AI.
Well, I suppose it depends on your industry. If you feel that you want to say this was AI generated, fine. Why? You need to ask yourself that. Most people don't say it was AI generated. I don't think I've come across to say this was generated on AI. But then if you feel that you want to be transparent and say this was made by AI, most people that are clued up with AI will most probably know that. But that's your preference. I've never done it. I don't know anybody else that says.
It all depends upon the perception, how they take it.
Yeah.
The way you said,
for example,
in the first slide only, who is skeptical, who is observer, who is enthusiast.
Yeah.
So it all depends upon the perspective.
And I'll show you another example. Let's say I was showing an example before and after, like for me. So I said, oh, this is a letter that I sent to somebody, a complaint. So let's say I was sending a complaint of a service. This is what I drafted, and I told AI to do this, and this is the AI outcome. Then that is a good way of showing what AI can do. And then you can then reference whether it was Perplexity, Claude, Gemini, or ChatGPT. And that would be good for people like Abnash, who's just learning and don't understand it and a bit afraid of it. And she can look at it and see, oh, wow, look at that compared to this. Now, that would be a good situation to share AI, to say, I used AI for that. And maybe make it interactive and say, what do you think? Do you think that it's really transformed the response? And as we know, anything we post on social media, people will talk and will give you feedback.
I think we have another person asking question. Sharon, do you want to ask question?
Hi.
Hi, Sharon.
Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi, Des.
Hi,
Yep.
Great
yes, we can hear you.
presentation.
Yes,
Thank
we
you
can
for
hear you.
that. It's
Sorry,
really
was
great.
that? Hi, Sharon.
That's a really, really good presentation. Great tools.
Thank you. Thank
But I
you.
wanted to say, you know the posts where it says about is your content in relation to the other lady that was asking about is your post AI generated? The only
Yeah.
reason why it's asking that, I know that for a fact, is because people want to know, is this post generated by an AI person, sorry, by a person, or is it like ChatGPT basically? It's all about transparency because people want to know, is the information correct? Because as you said earlier on in your presentation, not everything is real and you've got to check it and double check on the information that's being shared. That's the only reason why it's asking that. That's what I wanted to say.
Thank you. Thank you, Sharon. And everybody that knows, Sharon is a social media expert, so she would be more clued up about the social media stuff for that. But yeah, thank you for sharing that.
Any more questions? Anybody? I don't think so. Yeah. So I think we can wind up our discussion here, end our discussion
Yeah, it
here.
was on time as well. On time.
Yeah, we are on time. Yes, definitely. Thank you so much, Des, for sharing your valuable
Thank
insights.
you. I hope that was informative for everybody. And just to conclude, just go on YouTube, type in your industry and type in AI tips, tools, marketing, and someone out there will be helping you with that 100%.
Yeah.
But people could call with me. I also said that I'm holding a massive AI conference next year, and there's speaking opportunities for people that want to speak there. I'm writing a book as well. So, just go to this chat with the website on there, and we can discuss that on the call. And anytime you want me to come back, I'll have some more tips and more interaction as well next time. It seems that people want to see. The thing is, when you show people live, it takes up a lot of time.
Yeah.
So it's like, I want so it swings around. So maybe next time we have a longer time, and then I can go over the presentations and the websites and the logos and do live demos for people to take away to see what it can do. And also with ChatGPT as well, because whatever tool we're going to use, it's going to take me 5-10 minutes each time on average, about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Des, all right.
AI
I
tools
think sorry, Kamalpreet. So
No,
I think we will be sharing the video with everybody if they want as well, and then that's got all the people's contact. Des, is that okay? So in case you need to get in touch with them.
Yeah, they've left you there because you can't contact them once you close this Zoom. So they need to send your email. They need to send their email now to you before you shut this down.
Okay.
Yeah, I've taken the snips. So
all
I
right.
have the email ID. So I will
no
share
problem.
the presentation as well.
Yeah, because we don't want them to be disappointed. So please share with Des as well, so Des can forward their slides to them. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you straight away, Kamalpreet. If you
Okay.
if you send me, if you get my number off Abnash, and I can just get it over to you. That's not a problem.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you,
everybody. Thank you. I hope that was helpful for everybody. Thank you very much.
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.